when did you take that one?
When you were challenging Marcel to that blind tasting competition, fool that you were.
Less of the fool you. That, you may learn as you become more experienced, was a business strategy. I was deliberately going to let him win to give him a sense of being one up on us.
Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, you've failed miserably.
On purpose?
Yeah. Ooh. Do you remember that thunderstorm?
Well, the wettest day of the year on our afternoon off, thank you very much, yes.
23A. Oh, you look like the man from Atlantis in 26A. Do you want one of those as well?
No, I told you I want 23A for posterity and the rest to burn.
Do you mind? There's some of me in there as well, you know.
Well, I'll just have to be airbrushed out of your history then, won't I? Oh, yes. Don't seem to remember this T-shirt coming back to me from she who borrowed it for a rain hat.
I've been keeping it hidden under my pillow, that's why.
Look like Les Dawson with that on your head.
Well, thank you very much.
Look like his mother-in-law in that one.
Right, for that 26E goes on the office wall.
And for that, you wash up.
Hey, thanks for the scram, Chrissy. We'll have to use this greasy again, eh, Frank?
Yeah, just don't you forget to put the tip in the saucer on the way out, eh?
Hey, well, come ahead, Frank. Get into gear.
Just give us a minute, Lynn, all right?
There was another 22 pence gone this morning, love.
Well, by the way, with our Jeff, told him to keep his eye out for her at school. See if we can find out what's going on.
Is there anything else we can do, do you think?
Not unless you confront her about it.
Oh, I don't want to do that. She might clam up. She'll clam up anyway if she finds out old Jeff's spying on her.
He's not spying on her. Just hoping she isn't too good at the moment and to make sure she gets home all right.
So we just play it by ear, then?
Yeah. Have you had a look in her room for anything?
Oh, I don't like doing that. It feels like betraying them if you go around sneaking behind their backs.
You won't do what's best for her, though, love.
Yeah, I suppose so. Frank, look, you're not going to get overcommitted with this work thing, are you? Because if we've got our Katie putting us through the hoops, I think both of us should be around to handle it, eh?
Strictly advisory capacity.
Will you repeat that in front of witnesses?
Do you know what the worst thing is, Chris? I'm positive I can see where he's going wrong with his figures. But it's dead hard telling him. I reckon to bring the cost into what they're going to tender for, they're going to have to lay off at least 6 men for a start.
Yeah, but you don't have to get involved in all of that, do you?
Honestly, strictly arm's length. Anyway, I'm a shop steward, not a boss. You're the boss.
I'll see you later.
Will you be all right with those dishes there, boss?
You're sacked.
Ha!
Do you want to see these references at all?
Well, I suppose so. Someone's gone to the trouble of writing them. Oh, an open university course.
Yeah. The Age of Enlightenment.
We could do with some of that round here sometime. Well, it sounds a bit beyond me.
That's what I thought when I started.
Well, it can't be easy, starting up studying again when, well, you know, when you've raised a family and so on.
When you're getting on, you mean? I got a lot of encouragement from watching my elder daughter. I kept thinking, if I'd gone to university, my life would have been a lot different.
Well, your tutor speaks very highly of you. Oh, these are excellent. No reason why they shouldn't be, really, is there? Come on, I'll show you around. How long have you been learning sign language now?
I've only just started, actually.
Have you started with BSL?
Well, that's something I was going to ask you about.
Come on, let's.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Have you had any problems lately with the Chateau Le Mans?
Why do you ask that?
It's just I seem to have been picking up one or two sour responses on the grapevine.
Do you know where I left my bag on the table?
Do you need it?
There's something in it you might find interesting. Open it.
Do you mind?
No, open it.
This your equivalent of a hip flask, is it? Chateau Le Mans.
You got a corkscrew?
Oh, silly question.
Try it.
Well, I'm not too sure about this, you know, Judith. You know, lunchtime drinking. Get a taste for it. Inhibitions gone to the wind. We might end up seriously letting our hair down and falling asleep in front of the fire.
I doubt it when you've tasted it.
You didn't have a cold when you sampled this one, did you?
Wait till you taste it. What do you think?
Well, it's rough for the price.
I'd say it's rough, full stop.
How did you let this stuff slip through?
Well, that's not the stuff I tasted at the vineyard. And as far as I'm concerned, it's not the stuff that should be in that bottle.
You're sure?
Well, that's why I brought a bottle here today. I wanted your opinion before Keith's.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If Keith had tasted that, he wouldn't have got as far as the sink.
Well, I definitely think that one of the problems with starting from scratch is getting to grips with all the different methods we use every day. I mean, most adult deaf use BSL, and that has its own peculiar syntax. Well, that's the classic film, you, me, go. We tend to teach using signed English, and we might often use sign-supported English. And, of course, amongst themselves, the kids develop their own secret signs and shorthands, etc.
I feel stupid asking this, but how long do you think it'll take me to learn?
Well, I honestly couldn't say. Think about your own language. Try and work out how long it took you to learn that. Or are you still learning?
Very definitely.
Well, there are new words coming into the language every day. We had a schools visit from some sixth formers, came to help us with our open day, and, oh, you might have seen them about. They were doing face painting and things.
Don't remind me. I had to drag my 5-year-old around the shops with the purple cat face for the rest of the day.
Well, anyway, they got on great with our kids, even though they couldn't sign, and they started trying to learn bits and pieces. Well, I had to explain there wasn't an immediate way of calling someone a divvy in signing.
I bet they found their own version.
Oh, and rude, believe me.
It all sounds very daunting.
Well, so does everything until you start, doesn't it? I suppose the thing to remember is that we always get across what we're trying to say, and I think that's because we're a total communication school. Well, that means exactly what it sounds as if it means. I mean, we speak, we write, we sign, we use body language, facial expression, lip patterns. We get the kids the best hearing aids we can. We sometimes end up on the floor in hysterics trying to act out the impossible.
There's hope for me, then.
Oh, there's hope for all of us. If you want to, you'll cope, I'm sure you will. You've got a lot of the right ideas about you already, and you're interested, and that gives you a head start. No, I'm sure you do well. So, are there any final questions, or have I put you off for life?
Well, I was just wondering if you thought I might be too old to start.
Oh, no, age wouldn't come into it. No, it's your attitude and commitment that we want, not your birth certificate.
Well, I won't take any more of your time up, then.
It'll be a week or so before you're here officially. Is that okay?
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Right. Bye, then.
Bye, thanks.
I know there might be some drop in quality during the transportation. I know all of that. And I know there might be some slight difference from the sample, but this is completely different.
Well, if this stuff was as good as you say it was originally, there's no way it would have deteriorated to this extent.
Tasting it really carefully, I would make an educated guess that there's some Châteaulemont in there, but it's been mixed with something from a real bargain basement.
Well, someone's going to have to put Keith in the picture about this. Do you want me to have a quiet word?
Do we have to tell him at this stage?
Or what? Wait till the complaints start flooding
Wait
in?
until I've had a chance to find out what's been going wrong. I'm still pretty much the new girl in the firm's eyes, and I don't want them thinking they've taken on a buyer with no taste.
Yeah. Well, I suppose if there's two of us in the know about the problem, we can always say that we were just getting on with sorting it out, saving them the hassle.
The chance it was just a fault in the delivery.
Or in the bottling.
I can't believe it would have happened in the vineyard.
Listen, if we did go shopping together in Chester, I could drop into the bottling plant on the way. But if PR always goes down well.
Do you mind? Well, I can try and sort it out on my own otherwise.
Let's just see what happens in the next week or so. I doubt if we can keep it to ourselves much longer anyway.
Keith's going to have to find out at some stage, I suppose.
We'll just have to make sure it's all sorted out before he does.
He'd sack me, I'm sure of it.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll manage.
Did you do that? Did you do it, Melanie? It's very clever. I might have a job here soon. I might have a job here soon. I might be working here. I might be work. I might work. I work here. Yes. Yes. Well, one day soon, hopefully. And I'm going. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Come on, brain dead.
I can't.
I'm not waiting all day for you.
Will you go on now, catching up on the corner?
Come on, just come now.
I can't. I'm waiting for Carla.
We'll see you tomorrow.
I can't.
Can't do nothing, can you?
Tell that's all I could get, all right?
St James's Hospital is never quiet. We follow the day-to-day running of this real-life drama next in Jimmy's.